burn my damn tongue. Drinking some tea, damn Egyptian licorice. And it says, you are unlimited, and the beauty of the soul is constant, continuous, and endless. And I was sitting here in my damn hoodie, right? It's cold outside, but it's a chill. It's a chill in the environment, not just the air. I'm here in Atlanta. Please don't. I haven't done my wig yet. So I'm doing my Rubik's Cube. I set it to blue today. And I'm really contemplative. Just finished my assignment, introductory post summer school, pharmacy technician. I want this is life coaching, okay? I figured if I'm going to be doing this and I'm going to be helping my clients and people who come to me, you need to know that I spent time, put in effort, and spent money to show that I stand behind what I do. Okay? I'm helping myself first, right? Also, taking up study, neurolinguistic programming, hypnotherapy, time techniques, EFT tapping, Reiki. My love for medicine is not just topical, okay? It's nutrition, which I still need more information on because I be eating up some shit. But intuitively attracted to certain things that my body is requiring. So I started to notice the connection there. I notice it in other people. Always been the one people come to with their medicine questions, their health related questions since I was a kid. Tarot is a conduit to bring all these pieces together. It's not the end all be all. Very informative, situational, sheds light on certain events and certain things for clarity. If you're looking for something scheduled week to week, bi-weekly, monthly, it's best if you do it on a personal basis. This is not the channel. You're going to find constant messages about new love coming, and this and that, and this and that. The more information a person has about what's coming, what they don't naturally see, depending on their mental processes, they can fuck it up. They can sabotage if that's aligned with their patterning. They can doubt, fear, worry, and delay things. So understand, if I come on here with these motherfucking cards, there's something you need to hear, there's something you need to see, and it's for you. If it's not for you, maybe it's just me you're here to see. I don't know. Fuck. But either way, nothing happens until you decide. So let's get the mind right so we can get the spirit right. So we can get everything else right. As right as we can be. As aligned as possible. We're looking for homeostasis. We're looking for something to bring us back to a center before shit got skewed and shit got realigned. Somewhere in the mix, lines were crossed in our own development. We have these mental ages we're stuck in. We have these emotional ages we're stuck in. Or our bodies, all fucked up and cloudy and muddied and things attached to and holes and all kinds of shit. Let's get the shit under control. Seriously. Am I lying? Am I lying? I don't know what you're used to. But you're going to get something different coming over here. It's time for a change of scenery. That old way of doing things, it's over with. Because we decide right here, right now, today, we're not going to settle. Not for that. What is it worth to you to change your life, to design it? Because whatever you design, it's going to turn out 10 times better than you can fathom. You have to know you're worth it. You got to. You got to. Why shortchange yourself? I was reflecting as I was going through my Facebook memories, or Celeste on Facebook, by the way. And it said, it was a revelation I had. And I said, the wealthiest people, they don't even touch money. They don't touch cash. They don't handle cash. They can purchase all these high ticket items and things like that, but you ask them for $1 and they may not have it. But they just have this astronomical amount of wealth connected to their name. They can be worth billions. Have they ever touched $1 billion? Probably not. Unless somebody just likes to count their cash. I count cash. In every job I've had, just counting cash, touching money. Oh. We're coming up on a revelation. What's it worth to you? What's it worth? If you rewrote everything, unlearned everything, and learned anew as a child, I just had someone that I've been mentoring usher in a baby. Her whole pregnancy journey, I've been the go-to. So while she's bringing in this new life, I'm helping her transmute, transfigure, and redesign her thoughts surrounding motherhood, surrounding her worth, surrounding love, everything. And it'll shape the way she raises her child, as well as break the cycle. That's something that didn't happen for us. This is something that we're having to do. The newer generations coming in have it easier because they were already introduced to an unorthodox way where shit was in disarray. It's not what any of our parents or grandparents was used to. And even the way we grew up is dramatically different than what's happening and transpiring now. And there's a lot of repelling against. When we were growing up, we didn't have internet. We had Oregon Trail. Okay? Well, shit. We complained about, well, we loved, I don't know about y'all, those square pizzas in the cafeteria. And years later, they come out with pizza bagels and shit and other little weird stuff that we thought we were, I don't know. We felt like, shit we took for granted. AOL, internet, was dial-up. Came on a disc, and they were giving it to everybody for free. Trial, 30-day trial, 60-day trial, or whatever. Selling internet. Now we all have phones. I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 17. I was told no. I couldn't get one at 14, 15, 16. I couldn't have a pager. I couldn't have a two-way. Nothing. I was 17 when I got my first phone. But the generation adjacent to mine was introduced to cell phones at 14 and 10, and it was like, wow, that's different. So even when it comes to social media and things like that, you have some people who navigate it well because they were included in a technological age when certain restrictions were put on the older generations or limits. You think I know how to use TikTok? Snapchat? I barely touch Twitter. Instagram, I deactivated my damn page. But I went back on there. We use the stuff in our environment. Those are our resources. Yet, there's something still out of grasp, out of touch. Not everybody. You got some that just hop on the new shit and they can do it. And they catch on. They love those advances. And they love to learn about them. New shit. And they take a chance. You know what I mean? What can that hurt? Oh, Snapchat or TikTok or this or that. So even when it comes to YouTube, I have no theatrics. I have no intro. I do not edit. We can change this shit though. Over time. The thing about it, we came up with some very fixed energy. Everything's so fluid now. So how do you go from having structure of some kind or restrictions to cascading and just saying fuck it and just doing it? Let me try this. If I get it wrong, oh well. That's difficult. It's difficult for me, a Virgo, Leo moon. I have a meticulous placement as a sun sign and a fixed placement as a moon sign. But the air is so cold right now. Damn. That's double Gemini energy. Mercury, Gemini. So truly, it is mind over matter. What do you want? I give it to you. You just have to decide. That goes for my damn followers too. What do you want? What do you want? You subscribed. I don't know what the fuck you want. I don't know why you're here. I just do a thing. I do many things. This is what I do in my spare time. Shit like this. The biological meaning of music from the point of view of the Germanic New Medicine. This is what I do. This is looking into harmonics. Then you venture off into sound, vibration, isochronic, binaural, neurology. Everything is connected. But what do you want? Why are you here? Because we're trying to set goals and crush shit around this motherfucker. What are you deciding? What are you choosing? Because that's what I help with. And every time I help somebody, I am helped. That's how it works. So help me help you. Goddamn tea burnt my damn tongue. Let's see what we got going on for today. I've been talking for 16 minutes and shuffling. Okay. Let's do some shit. Alright. That's just for today. What's today's date? The 20th. My baby mama done got a C-section. Helping people usher in all these new babies. I need to go ahead and get that doula certification. Stop playing. Messages for today, May 20th. Ish. Shoulders tense. May 20th. That's a lot. We have balance here with temperance. This angel here, everybody thinks is Michael. And I feel more so it's androgynous, which there's a lot of male and female titles labeled to angels, and they have no real gender. And that's, I think, why humanity is a little confused with this whole thing that's happening within humans, because the spirit is both and it's androgynous. But we were given human bodies. So it's a spirit, other dimension, knowing, kind of confused with a practicality. We're having to bring the two. Bring the two. Oh, bring the two together. Didn't know that was two cards. Huh. It's almost like feeling jaded at this point. It's like what you think you know so far. It's like and not applying it from a place of wisdom and experience, but more so disdain before you even begin it. It's like there's momentum and there's speed with knowing that you don't want what you used to have or what you were used to. But even going out here, it's like you defeat your own purpose. It's like if you would just start to step and start to walk, you will have opportunity meet you on that way. It's so stubborn to even embrace your own way, your own gift. It's something you called in. Knight of Pentacles. See, that's why I made that seed. I already knew. I already knew. I already knew. That blue. I knew. Knight of Pentacles. If I get it, it has to be hard and it has to take long and I have to wait. This is an efforting card because nothing comes easy. I always have to toil. I always have to fight. I always have to put up so much time, energy, this, that. It takes so much planning, so much to do. Is asking you to combat that because that's what makes you not want to do it. Because you're seeing it as more work. You're taking the joy out of it before you can experience it. And that's what you're looking for. And that's what you're waiting for. And almost looking at it as if you can't attain it. Or that by the time you get it, you wouldn't even know what it looks like. Like you won't recognize, you won't trust it. It's like, damn. Did I really put in the work to earn that? Did I really put in the work to get that? Is this too far-fetched? Like there's something more to this. Because we're stuck in, I don't want to say stuck. We're in a time where half of the people around us feel entitled to shit. And you got the other half that feel like everything is built on their damn back and their work and their effort. And it's dividing. It's like the people who feel like they have to work, and overwork feel burdened by doing something for themselves as if it's selfish. And the people who just live by the seat of their pants and fly have never had to just grind in that manner. Like, and that's the thing. It's like grinding and gearing up and getting ready. And it's like a lot of people don't have that sense of preparation or feeling the need to be prepared for something. Knight of Pentacles, over planning. And then you have some people who do and don't think or plan anything. It works or it doesn't. can either try and fail or don't try. And you're sure to fail, right? Every step of the way, you're resisting everything, every step of the way. Okay. King of Swords. We have, that one fell out reverse on top of it. Three of Wands. And that's what heavy ass sighing, that's so speedy. Look, Three of Wands. You went from Two of Wands to Three of Wands. I'm getting out there. I'm stepping closer. I'm doing it. I'm taking the steps. Doing shit. Getting feedback. The universe is responding to what I'm putting out, right? That checkered. It's busy. Remind me of a bee. But also I was thinking like NASCAR, where they have the white and yellow white and black checkered flag. You still got more to go, still more to do, but getting out there, socializing, doing your thing, right? There's still this. This is underlying. This is more, I think, tendency to do, because still this. And Knight of Pentacles again. Embrace this moment fully. It's like you're thinking ahead of what the moment is. And it's one thing to plan a goal and take those steps. And that's what really this is. But it's all along the way. You have this fixed 4 energy just sitting. Don't let that shit turn to a cesspool. What popped out next? Five of Swords and the Empress. This is counterproductive. This is counterintuitive. There's certain, you're turning people away. And it in 2 different ways, though. It could be feeling like this to where you can't tolerate that, or turning people away to protect this. But there's a way to do it without this harsh use of energy. There is a way. Because this is hurtful. Sometimes necessary, but not at all times. So be careful, because this is sharp. And cannot be undone. Look at those, what are those stratus clouds? Look at how rigid these clouds are. Make more genuine connections so that you don't end up having to do things like this and letting the cutoff be so swift and harsh. This is where your discernment kicks in. Based off of what you know works. Based off of what you know is being integrated into the new path. I wouldn't even say new path. It's always been the same path. It's just a different way of feeling about it, different way of approaching it. And the thing is, your perception will have you see the path one way. And seeing it from an elevated stance, you're going to see it in a laid out. So it doesn't look like a labyrinth now. It looks like something that's feasible. Yeah, the Queen of Swords pop up reverse on top of this. And that reminds me of this energy here. Unwilling to hear or speak. Or recognizing that this was almost like an inner voice, that it always constituted this. So if we use this and get rid of this energy, let's cancel that out. Because under the deck is the King of Swords, where you tell your own thoughts and your own mind and your own voice that's been working against you and putting you down in this type of mood, in this type of energy. Shut the fuck up. There comes a point where, this four energy, the four energy, is aligned with Jupiter and Pisces. Who wants to feel like this? Well, I know what that's like. Yeah. Go back then. Go back and revisit what you've already done, what you've already tasted. Do you still like it? Do you want to try something else? Okay, one by one by one. Think of it. If you were a mixologist, or if you were a barista or a chef, and you had these on your menu, and you're wondering if you can add this. You only want to try it because you have this, and you retaste these with a new palate, with a cleansed palate, so you can actually taste what you're occupying, what's occupying your menu, what's on your itinerary, what's your staple. Because it doesn't seem to be that gratifying. Okay, so that's that hangman. But the longer you stay like this, the more things you start to vacate. I don't want to say you lose. You give up your right for certain things. There's certain things that are just not going to produce in this energy. They produce in this energy. So maybe it's time to outsource, because there's something about it that you can't quite see clearly, or is invisible because of your perspective. Six eyes are better than two. Allow the help. Red Cross. Allow the help. Do it different. Here comes Jupiter again. Double jeopardy. So you telling me you got 30 seconds. If you had 30 seconds to make a decision, and it had to be definite, how solid, how assured would you be? Because this energy has grown. This is what the person you see yourself as. Night, night, night. Intermediate. Not quite novice like a page. Not quite an expert. So you still feel like you need to plan, like you need to do, like you need to see more, ingest more, absorb more, learn more, this. Just start it. Just start practicing. Just start doing. Assuredly, this is some boss ass energy right here. Because that's actually what this is. Venus is air and earth. Plan and action. Plan and action. Practical action. Physical action. Spending the time. Spending the money. Getting the experience. Tactile. Kinesthetic. Actually doing. Auditory. Communicative. Networking. So this is the masculine driving force behind the Empress. Appropriately, this King of Swords is naturally masculine. Air is masculine. The earth, the practicality, is naturally feminine. Decide and receive. Decide to receive. Decide to give. Decide to do. In tandem. Bring them together. Bring them together. Because two aspects of you have been waiting to be explored. All this shit is washed up. So what? It was missing an element. It was missing an element. That's why sitting there like that. But when it advances and now there's both elements here, there's a chance to bring them together, to create something synonymous versus separate. A combination of energy. So it's not time to keep receiving. That's why the Queen of Swords is reversed. Not a time to keep being receptive to stimuli. It's now time to stimulate your environment. Get off the fence. It's doing you a disservice. Don't keep walking away from your own desire. This is abandonment of your own shit. Abandonment doesn't happen to you, it's what you do. Equal and opposite. And that's just wisdom. There's no confusion. This is a chosen station. I'm going to purposely, Five of Swords, Two of Swords, purposely sabotage my own chances. when I can just do what I know I need to do. Walk away before it dissipates from me. It's still there, but I'm going to walk away from it. Abandoning projects, people, places, and things. Let's wrap it up. Final word. I like when that happens. You're going from this, it's too hard, I don't know, it's uncertain, I don't know, to this. I know. Got my ego in check. Doing my due diligence. Service. Balance. Resources I spoke about. All that yellow. All that will. All that drive. All that passion. Solar plexus. It's actually, because you have protection here with the roses on the border, just like in the Queen of Pentacles card. You've got these primary colors. This is like the staple. Your root, your solar plexus, the throat. These are the things that, this is feeling safe, feeling secure. If not, what do you desire? What is the will? And voice it with the throat chakra. They're complementary. Though not complementary color. They're just, you know what I mean. They're the primary staples. The secondary colors, they're more internal. I would say that these are actually yang energy colors. You do have here, when those old feelings start to pop up, sacral chakra, the divine puts them in check. This is your connection to the divine, which is eternal. Okay? White garb. That'll let you know this is a light bodied energy. This has nothing to do with emotion right now. It's founded on love, but then you have emotion here and the will around it. Okay? The emotion is the foundation that everything is standing on. But see, this is still, the emotions are still right now. It's this sacral chakra, old emotional patterns, generational things, past life, memories. They're stored there. When I tell you, my young lady just ushered in a baby that did not want to come out. They had to give her a C-section. Water broke, mucus plug gone, and all of that. He was just in there. He was just in there. They had to take him out. It was by force. And I don't condone that, by the way. But I'm saying they had to cut open her sacral chakra and take out what was precious. Because it was in there and did not want to come out. A sense of fear. and despondency. Afraid to want something. It came out like this. And then I saw that this was hiding behind it. Almost afraid that when you get it, you'll lose it. I can create this and have all of this, and as soon as I get it, I might lose it. Or it may be in jeopardy, double jeopardy. Hello?
Hey, look, you at your house?
I am.
Oh, okay. Well, cause I'm down watching the road. I'm at the store and I see a rail walking up the street.
No, you don't. She's standing right here.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. She's standing right in front of me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I thought that. Well, I know she don't go out like that. I thought that was her walking up.
Oh no, we don't. We don't do that over here.
Huh? Okay. Well, it's all good then. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Have a good one.
I apologize. All right, you too. Thank you.
I was gonna tell him I was recording. I apologize for that. Let me tell you something. When you move, they move just like that. And it's clear. It's clear. Don't allow that energy to hold you back. When you move, they move. So don't let emotion. It exists once it's created, especially if it's love. Once it's created, cannot be destroyed, only transferred, transmuted, right? You make a move on your path, not in the direction of another. Keep going. They always feel. They can always feel it. They can always feel it. This comes up reverse now, right? Somebody been sitting in their feelings, and it ain't you. Okay, I get it. Okay. This is you, your new opportunity, and you're right there, right at the tip. Just put the tip in of curiosity towards what life would be like if you just went and cascaded into it, right? Just get into it. Just get into it, says Aura. This is Sagittarius energy. That was a Sagittarius on the phone. Confirmation when I saw that temperance and combining energies. It can be felt. And it just ripples through the etheric atmosphere. It doesn't have a smell, doesn't have a taste, you can't see it. Just falls out, right? Just sensed, just known, just felt. And you know you have that sense. You got plenty sense. You have plenty senses. So what separates you from them? What intervenes to get you to a point like that? Is it emotion? Now, we can't use just logic. We can't use just practicality. And, it has to be something. It has to be a combination. It has to be a mixture, a recipe. It has to be a mixture. A mixture, wisdom, and potential. Don't let one cancel out the other. Don't base one off of the other. Keep the wisdom in mind, but knowing that true forgiveness. I mean, this could be death here, as far as a separation from family, a separation from customs, separation from lineage, culture, whatever you felt you were labeled to, your moniker, how all blacksmiths were blacksmiths, how all bakers were bakers. There's an association to your lineage, association to who you were, your generational birthright. You can separate yourself from the assumptions, from the thoughts, the ideas, and the judgment. And it will be like mourning a part of you. Because for so long, this is what you thought, were taught was you. And this can also be death energy. And I say that because both of those are threes and this is a 10. But even simplified, it's talking about your stability. This is no longer stable. In order to be able, you can't sustain this in this manner, with this current, with that temperature. This death energy here, you can't stand here and sustain this either. You're going to either have to move or go back. You can stay put. You're going to end up in that Four of Cups energy, and that's going to solidify. 10 plus 3 is 4, 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. It's a stable energy. Stable and stagnant. It's not a safe stable. This is not a safe stable. Neither is this. There's this holding an energy, a situation. It's a foundation of it. How do you proceed? You fucking move. You move. You move. Mirrored. The thing that was happy actually didn't have all of this structure and stability and foundation to it. That's where there was actually more emotional fulfillment. It wasn't certain, it wasn't set in stone. The thing that was set in stone is where it did not compute. That's tough. That's tough. I see the 9 of Wands upside down. And at this point, you may not be throwing in the towel completely. But this, where you are is not where you belong. You just got to swallow your pride and muster the courage to actually align your thoughts, your practicality, your will in one direction. This is the will and this is the drive. And that's what an ego is used for. That's what it's necessary for. What you feel and what you do has been two separate things. No wonder you have questions about your own actions, about your own direction, about the actions of others. With this being the same energy, the person has to have the courage to say no more. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to keep doing the same thing. The repetition. The 8 is cyclical. Lemniscate. So that stability that looked so great, that looks so solid, that looks so dependable. This part of you ain't happy, period. And that's what keeps this oddness. It's like everything that I desire and I want to manifest, I am not seeing in my environment. Because you have two energies that don't get along. They're doing two different things. It's like having your heart and your mind, and this is what your body does instead, or this is what your mind does, and this is your heart and your spirit, or your body and your spirit. This is where disease is created, if you didn't know. When you split your thoughts, your desires, your emotions from what you're actually doing, you create disharmony. And disruption. And dis-ease. And dis-ease. And dis-ease. So try it different. If you can imagine it and put practical action towards it, that's something you've never done in that manner before. Just fathom it. Just really dig really deep and think about something that you desired and start putting in a little time and effort in that direction, or choose a specific direction that's more aligned with where you're going. And willfully move forward, says the puma. All right, let me get off there. I'm talking too much. Create a new pattern. And you're gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna feel uncomfortable along the way, but create a new pattern. This is so that you don't get stuck in the 4 energy, in the I'm good where I'm at, I'm stable. There's more. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. And that competition within yourself to do more, to study more, to implement more, to step out of your character that you should have hung up when the movie was over with, when that chapter was over with. You start a new book, you start a new chapter. You're not the same character. This is not a sequel. This is not part 2. This is a new you. You're going to feel, you're going to have a different challenge. You can't keep doing the same challenges. That means you didn't learn the lesson. New challenges, new shit to figure out, to sort through, to try. Oh, shit. New challenges. Because that means that you're ready for new experience. Shit, you transcended that. You did that. You got over that. You got through that. It's time for something else. Let's up the ante. There's more of a reward in this one. This job is going to pay more. This opportunity is going to yield better results. Try it. Think you'll like it. All right.